Rescue abandoned dog and happy ending. Finally finds love. Dogs, too, have feelings like we do, and how we are around them affects their mood as well. But this dog was so sad, his eyes told a real story. Having lost a lot of his hair, pretty much his skin was bright red because the itchiness of his skin made him feel like he had to keep scratching himself all over, just to get a little relief. He was now in a cage, really scared and not happy at all. He really didn't know what to do with himself to be able to get some relief for the itchiness. Poor boy, what was he to do? A good and decent person happened upon him and took him from the Chicago streets to the safety of the Chicago Animal Care and Control, where he could get the help he needed. This 1-year-old dog was very sweet, but nobody knew how long he had been out on the streets by himself. It was evident. Stephanie Lee, volunteer and foster with the shelter, said, "He had the worst case of mange I have ever seen. I walked by his cage and literally just started crying. He was shaking and licking his paws. Several spots on his body were bleeding because of how raw and infected it was." Lee talked to a shelter worker at Knox County Humane Society called Tanner Smith to get Oliver out of the packed city shelter and with a loving foster family in a foster home, safe and loved. Tanner said, "When I first saw him, I just fell in love instantly. He looked so bad. I knew we needed to help him." Poor Oliver must have felt terrible, but despite all the discomfort, all he wanted was some love. The shelter volunteers lay with him on the floor. He just rolled with them all over the floor. His tail wouldn't stop wagging. Lee said about him, "He was not malnourished when he was found. It seems like he was someone's dog, and they didn't take him to the vet when his skin started getting bad. They just dumped him when he didn't get better." Oliver had a skin problem. It's very obvious. The vet diagnosed it as Demodex mange, with secondary skin infections. Nothing treatment and love wouldn't solve, though. Lee and her husband, Johnny, took him to their home. Lee said, "He was so uncomfortable that he'd just be tossing and turning all night. He really didn't sleep well for a while." Lee bathed Oliver and really cared for him in the best possible way. It really helped his skin clear up too, rubbing lotions on him and coconut oil to soothe his terrible itch. Lee said, "Most dogs would try to escape the bath or get really stressed out, but he would just sit there very calmly, like he knew that I was trying to help him. It was pretty awesome." 4 weeks later, with his daily bathings and lotions and rubs, Oliver really was a lot better. His skin started to clear up, and his pain levels were so much better. He even looked like he had a little smile to show how happy he was. Lee said, "He stopped trying to rub his body everywhere to get relief. He just opened up. He wanted love. He wanted to play. He wanted to go on walks. It was great to see him just be a normal, happy dog." Oliver just keeps going from strength to strength with each day that passes. He loves his toys so much, and really appreciates going on runs with Lee, too. He is really transformed. Lee said, "He's just a big puppy who wants to play, but he can be super lovely and affectionate and cuddly." Now, after 6 weeks and mange-free, he is really hoping to find a forever family and a loving family to spend the rest of his days with. Lee said, "It's like he's experiencing love for the first time, and he just loves everyone right back." Thank you for watching.